Hello, YouTubers, gamers, all the bunny hoppers, fraggers, all you sorts of people that are looking to make yourself a frag montage, looking to make yourself a video. Use an HLAE at that. You heard, well, everyone says this HLAE thing could do me wonders, so I want to learn how to use it. Well, I'm the guy for you, alright? This is an in-depth tutorial. You may think, oh, that sounds hard. That's a difficult thing. It's gonna be like science doing fucking physics equations and stuff. No. Simple. All HLE is you copying a formula in math class, copying it down, and just inputting numbers. It's doing the same thing over and over. It's not hard. It's just a little boring. Okay. So I'm gonna be running you through how to do it today. Okay. So first off, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to your google.com, type in HLE download, alright? Bada bing, bada boom, if you don't already have it download. Also, you're gonna need WinRAR. If you don't have WinRAR, there's YouTube videos that tell you to get that, okay? You're gonna go to download here, alright? So, boom, bada boom. You see up here, current release compatible with the latest Steam version. You're gonna look for the green one. If it's not green at the current date you're watching it, look for the current release, alright? You're gonna click on this. It's just the main one. And then you're gonna look at here. Look at this, alright? You're just going to want to get the main one without the 7-zip, just the main one, alright? So once you downloaded that, it'll be down here in your little taskbar in a little WinRAR folder. You're going to make another folder called HLE or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You can call it balls for all I care. I don't care, alright? You're going to drag that WinRAR folder into here. See, I have it. I think I have it. I have it in here, alright? And then you're going to extract. If you don't want to extract, you're going to extract all the files in here, and it'll just be out here like this in the open after you extract it. There it is, right there. Alright, that's the WinRAR. I just did this. I right-clicked on it, right? Extract here. Boom. You're done. Alright, so now you have HLE. So how do you use it? Simple. Open it like this. Alright, so it's just the thing. Also, you should not be playing Counter-Strike. You can get banned with this. I think the Counter-Strike just says, hey, you have HLE open, you want to restart your game now, so it doesn't really matter. So, what you're going to want to do to launch CSGO with HLE, you're going to go Tools, Developer, Custom Loader, alright? Now, yours won't look like this. So, with your program path, what you're going to want to do here, and also I added, it'll have these default on here, but I added no border because I don't want to see a border, and I added high, so it starts it with high graphics setting, not high graphics setting, that starts it so that it runs in the foreground in the computer and nothing else takes over Counter-Strike at that current time, alright? It'll also start windowed. You want it to be windowed unless you're recording using Shadowplay or something, okay? So, program path, browse. So, to find CSGO, it's pretty easy. You just go documents. No, you don't go, you go this PC, right? You go local disk, program files times 86, you find your Steam folder, then you find, where's Steam apps? You find Steam apps, right? Common, Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and there you go, that's your CSGO. You want to click on that and then click open, and bada boom, it'll launch CSGO, but you're not ready yet. You need the DLLs. DLLs are just things that help your game. This is how to use it for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I have never used this on Half-Life or CSS, so if you need help on that, you're probably going to need to find a different tutorial. Maybe it's the same. Who knows? Browse. So, you'll see all these DLLs here, right? What you want is the AFX hook source and DLL because it's source. CSGO runs on source engine. You're going to find the source DLL. It makes sense, doesn't it? So you click open on that, and then you'll see this pop up right here in this little thing, and you'll be good to go. Alright? Simple as pie. Now, if you fucked up, how? Okay, so if you open this and it starts with a little, if there's an error, right? You have an older version of HLE and you need to go to the website and find a new version. So if you ever open it and it has a little pop-up like, bing, there's something wrong. You started an older version of HLE and you fucked up. So it'll open with the thing open. You can just close that, hit OK, make sure you don't play any games while you're like this. Alright, so now I'll be giving you guys a little rundown. Why is this open? A little rundown of settings that I use and stuff like that. Desktop. Where is my HLE commands? There we go. Alright, so let's go to a demo that we want to go to. Alright, also, fun fact. When you go to watch matches, if you're watching a demo through this lens, right? you're not doing it through the Shift F2. Shift F2 to open this up, by the way. If you're not doing it like that, you're watching it through here. Let's say your frag, right, is on round 25, right? What you're going to want to do is you want to go to round 24 like this, right? By clicking on it like that. And you want to go to the round before and then skip to the next round, because at the end of rounds, if you get the last kill in the game, it'll glitch out if you start on the round that it exists on. So you want to start the round before and then go to the next round so that you can maybe get that ace and it won't glitch out. All right, so you just Shift F2 and right here, round next, bada bing, bada boom. All right. Now, also, if you want to remove your team overhead thing, for if they're in the way, you can press escape. This is just in the settings. Search up team here. Go to team here, and right, show team position in HUD. You show location equipment if you want that in the video, or you can turn it off, which is what I usually do for my videos, so you don't see your teammates through the walls in your videos. All right, simple as pie. Now we're gonna exit out of this. Now, another thing, Shift F2. I'm gonna hit load, and I've got demos in here from people that have given me demos. Now, if you want to know where this folder is, I can show you right now. So what we're gonna do is we're just going to close out of CSGO real quick, and I'm going to show you where that is. Alright, so, just as we went to before, we're going to go this PC. We're going to go to our local disk, program files, like we did before, Steam apps. Oh, wait, there's a better version, there's a better way to do this. My mistake. You go right here, CSGO, manage, browse local files. There you go. And then you go CSGO, and whenever you have a demo that you want to use, you can just drag it into this bottom area. So I've got a demos folder right here with demos that people have given me. Yours may not look like the white thing. They may have the CSGO logo on them, or they may have a green thing if you're using CSGO Demo Manager. So what you're going to do is you just take it and just drag it in there and just move it in there. That's how you move demos into your folder. That you won't be able to, I'll show you. Tools, developer, custom loader, just hit OK because you already have it set up. Wait. Close that, close this. Alright, yeah. So when you drag demos into there, you won't be able to see them on your downloaded. They won't be here. Alright. These are only folders that you've downloaded from like games that you are in your matches, right? And you can also find them in the replays folder in your C. I'm not going to tell you how to do that. You figure that out. All right, that's not part of this. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to here, and we're going to open up a demo. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm going to tell you how to like remove HUD if you want to do all that, and I'm going to tell you how to record if you want to learn how to record using the demo rather than using Shadowplay, because Shadowplay, I don't know, makes it look bad. So let's say you want to record. All right, we're gonna go to the frag here on round 11, so I can just skip to round 11 here. Some people may tell you tick, so you'll do demo underscore go to tick, and then you type in the tick there, but I don't do that. So let's say you want to record using Shadowplay, right? You can record it like 1/4 speed, record it all the way through with Shadowplay, and then you want to go back, and then you're going to record it, the audio, the normal way, and you'll put it, so you want to for crosshair style 4. There we go. Crosshair style 4 doesn't move, whatever. Alright, so how to record. First, what you're going to want to do, Shift F2, and you're going to have this open, and you want to have just you're going to have either a doc on Google Docs, or just something like I have a notepad here on my desktop. So these are the first two things. You want these. You want to put these in every time. CSGO looks gray and gross, so you put that in. Just copy it in, and you take this, and you just copy it in, and it just adds a little bit of contrast, and you didn't even notice it. And you want that in every time. All right, do not. All right, that's just, you need it. Also, before you put in anything, SV underscore cheats1. Make sure that you put that in before you do anything. Of course, I didn't do it that time because the merge streams don't need that, but before you do anything, put SV underscore cheats 1. Alright, now the next set of options are optional settings that you can add. FOV underscore CS underscore debug 100 will make your game look like this, all stretched out, low UB hop 2014. You can also change it to like 90 and it will be as zoomed in. 95, pretty good. You can do like 120 and it'll look like that. 0 will just remove the effect altogether. So if you want stretched out b-hop, there you go. This is useful, but there's a workaround for that at this point. I'll teach you how to do this real quick. Alright, so if you want to have, let's say you don't want the HUD and all that, right? And you just want CL underscore draw only death notices 1. That's the command. Boom, everything's off the screen except for the death notices. Alright, and the crosshair. So how to do this is you'd put in merv underscore death message debug 1. You'd sit here. You'd wait with this open, get ready, and when your guy gets a kill, you pause the match, and you see all this little stuff right here, alright? Now, there's a workaround for that. Since he's the attacker, you don't have to wait for this usually. I'll show you how to not wait for this. You just type this command, the merv underscore list entities space isPlayer equals 1. You do that, and then you look for your guy. We're following MXTT here. What is his name? Matt. We're following Matt. We're looking for Matt. There's Matt. Alright, so you see that his user ID is 7, which will match the attacker 7. So if you don't even want to wait for this, you can just type in that command, get his user ID, it's 7. Alright, so you go back, next round, back to the round. This isn't him. I'm just going to move around until I find the knife that I'm looking for. Where's the shing? Pretty sure this is him. Alright. So, if you want to just have red death notices without the HUD, this is what you do. Okay? So we know that he's 7. So we take this command, the merv underscore death message space block, exclamation point ID, then a space after the ID, and an asterisk. So, what you do, put that in, but don't hit enter. Alright? Go back, remove the ID there. And then, you know, the number we got earlier, you put that in. 7. That's SlyHops' magic number. Boom. So now the death message will be all red. Now, let's say you want the death message. Let's say you hit an ace, but the ace lasts the whole fucking round, right? So, this command, pretty simple. Merv underscore death message space CFG space notice lifetime 60. If you put that in, the death messages will stay up for 60 seconds rather than their original 5. You can lower this to 30 if it takes too long. You can lower this to like 20, or you can go 120 if you want to last a full 2 minutes. It's up to you. I'm just gonna say 5 is the normal. Now, oh, actually, this did not highlight the ID. Excuse me for being silly there. This highlights the ID. This just makes sure that SlyHops is the only death message up there. If you don't want him to be the only death message, don't put that in. Now, let's say you want to highlight his ID. Excuse me. You want to put this in here. Like I said before, remove the two right there. Put in the ID. Boom. Now his is highlighted. There you go. So now this will just have SlyHops' kill, and it will just be highlighted. All right. That's important, and it will last 5 seconds because I put the notice lifetime to 5. Now, let's say you want to replace his name because it's Matt for some reason, alright? So you do merv underscore replace name debug 1. And this will fuck up your console if you hit resume, alright? For some reason it's not doing that. So what you want to do is merv underscore replace name ID. So we already have his ID, we know it's 7, right? 7. Oh, I fucked it up. So I pressed enter. So let's say you didn't fuck it up like me, alright? Let's say his name's actually Sly. Once you do something like this, it's like this and you restart your game every time, okay? That's why it's kind of difficult to record, because you gotta restart your game every time you do something. Or even fuck up. So let's say you want it to be Sly, you put in Sly. So you want Big Chungus. I don't know if spaces work. I haven't tried using spaces in this. Maybe you have to put in quotation marks, actually. That's actually smart. I've never thought about this. You gotta put it in quotation marks, you know. Now let's see, what is his name here? So this is what it will look like now. This is our death notices edited. I'm curious. I've never I don't change names usually. Oh yeah, okay. So it's a question mark now. Who knows? Well, there you go. It's all highlighted. Looks nice. That's what you wanted. So let's say you have a Faceit demo that you don't want to hear the Faceit players' voices. All right. So here are some mute commands for you. So voice underscore show mute. Useful. So it shows all the players that can talk in the game right now. All right. So, and you want to mute these players. You could always do voice underscore enable 0, and let me show you something. C underscore draw only death notices 0. This is, it'll look like it'll have it so it's muted at the bottom, right? But let's say you're recording with death notices like this, and you don't want voice underscore enable 0 on. You can have it off, but you want to mute one enemy team, right? You want to mute specific players on your team, but you don't want to mute the other team because you want their voice reactions. But you're playing ESEA, so your team's talking while the other team's talking. So they're talking over each other. This is what you do. All right, let's say Xander's on my team. This is the player number right there. I put that in and I put 0. So see, his volume will now be at 0. And if I want to go back up, I can be like 1. Let's say I want someone to be a little quiet. I want someone to be a little quieter than the rest of them. I do 0.5. There you go. You can change it. And you change someone's volume. You can do this with everyone, you know. If I wanted to do Joseph, I can do 11.5. There you go. Now, here's some more commands. Let's say you got this freaking sick ace, right? But it had all assists on the side up there. You can do MP underscore display underscore kill underscore assist 0. Boom. Now there won't be assists up there. And you won't have these freaking assist kills, and you can just have a clean kill feed. Looks nice. Now let's say you want to change, you want to make your video look a little Franz J-esque. This is a little fun one that I saved over the years, alright? You can do that, but you can do this, and you can change the number to like 255. Boom. Look at that. You do this with red as well. Red, 255. Boom. Now it's all yellow. Doesn't that look like something interesting, right? You can change that back. You can change it back to 0. You can change the numbers and stuff. You can do this RGB, the RGB colors. You get it. You get the gist. Your ACAM will be a yellow for a little bit. You hit resume, it'll go away. Bada bing. Now let's say you're recording without draw death notices only, alright? C underscore draw death notices 0. Let's say you want everything on the screen, right? But you want red death note, you want it to look like this, right? You can do this command, and you don't want the radar, because radar looks a little ugly, doesn't it? Do C underscore draw force radar, -1. Boom, gets rid of radar. If you do 0, comes back. -1, get rid of radar. 0, radar comes back. Alright, that's how you get rid of radar. This command doesn't matter. I taught you how to get rid of that. Oh, let's see if you want to have some fun here. Alright. Physics timescale. 1 is default. If you up this number, the physics will go by super quickly. I can show you what this does. And I'm going to do the other command too. So let's go ragdoll gravity. 600 is normal. If you up the gravity, now if you lower the gravity, the bodies will float and stuff. So I'm going to go back a little bit. And you can speed up the demo by clicking on this, or you can go like 2 times, 4 times. Alright. Look. And you shoot him, and then he floats right there. You see that? It happened really quickly, and he like floated. I can come out of here. Look at this guy. Crazy. Crazy ragdolls there. But it's happening super fast. If you want to have them float in air, you can make the time scale like 0. There you go. Now, Alright, we're gonna move on to, what if I want to record someone's POV? What if you don't want, let's say I'm watching this guy, right? And I don't want the thing at the bottom there, but I also want a HUD. And I don't want the death notices, that's what it looks like when you make the times go 0, by the way. So we're gonna exit out here. So you want to record it with just HUD, but you also don't want the thing at the bottom that tells you who it is. I'll teach you how to do that. Developer, custom loader, okay. HLAE also has something for this. Okay, Shift F2, load. Don't put in any commands in the main menu. Sometimes they just won't apply. So you gotta wait till you're in the game to put in any commands. Now what you're gonna do is simple here, alright? You're gonna skip to the first round. You're gonna Shift F2, you're gonna pause. You're gonna find MXTT. You actually don't even have to find him. You want to know who your guy is, though. All right. Remember this command from before, the merv_listen list entities space isPlayer equals 1. You're gonna want to put that in. Now this is a little different. Remember how Matt's user ID is 7? Well, see this number right here next to him is 5. You gotta remember that number, 5. Write it on a notepad. You know, keep it close. Exit out of this demo. All right. Go like this, merv_POV 5. Boom. You want to exit out before you put that command in, okay? Then you want to hit load, scroll down, MXTT, open the demo. It'll be a little weird for you, but check this out. 1, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. As you can see, we're in MXTT's POV here, but look at the HUD. It's all clean. There you go, except here's the thing. After you've done this, if you want to record any other sort of thing, you have to restart your game as usual, alright? So now we're going to get into the cinematics portion of the video. So like I said, we're going to have to restart our game now. But yeah, this is what it looks like this. And also the death notices will be red when you're like this. And there'll be normal death notices. This is a POV demo. Boom, see? Red death notices. You can always, I think you can still change the name and that sort of thing. But you can't make the death notices unread. So there you go. You're gonna remove the radar the same way you did before. You make it look, you can also see on the score draw only death notices 1 if you want. You know, you can use that to make red death notices. I don't know if you can extend the time for the death notices though, so you'll have to experiment for that if you want to do that. Alright, let's show you how to record a little cinematic now, shall we? Use HLAE to do this too. HLAE commands, hit OK. Also remember to put these guys in. Close that, Shift F2, load, MXTT slide. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, boom. And of course, what we're gonna do, Control Z, SV_cheats 1. I'm gonna put these guys in here. Boom, looks nice. You don't want your videos to look bad. This looks nice. And if you want to make your video look gray, you know, you can always do that in Vegas or whatever you use, After Effects, you know. So this is always useful. And also, if you're gonna, I'm gonna teach you how to record using HLAE in a bit, if you want to record nice. All right. So you have to put these commands in if you're gonna record using HLAE. That's just a little tidbit there. I'll say that later again, so if you forgot. So let's say you want to record a cinematic. What the hell, I can't fly around when everyone's paused like this. First we're going to do CL underscore draw HUD 0. CL underscore draw HUD 0. That removes everything. Alright. Second, what we're going to do here is we're going to go merv underscore input space camera. What does this do? We can fly around, look at that. Everything's paused, we can fly, maybe you can do still shots like I did in one video. That's cute. Also, there's another way to record a cinematic while everything's still. I completely forgot how to do that. There's plenty of videos out there to teach you how to do that, but whatever. We're moving on. How do you record cinematics? All right. Let's say I want to record one of these boys in Spawn, right? I'll record nice and low. So, for a cinematic to work in HLAE, you need 4 cinematic cam paths. What are cam paths, you ask? Here's the thing. Where's the command? Alright, so don't forget these binds. I stole these from a video. I don't really care about those. So the command is merv underscore cam path add. That's the first camera position. What you're doing is you're putting a camera position that will then move to the next camera position. What you're going to want to do is do this. Hit it 1/4 speed, hit resume, let it play out a little, you know, whatever the hell you want to have it play for. And then you want to move your camera and move it to the next position where you want it, right? Where's where cam path add. Boom. And you will maybe want to move it to the next position beforehand. Don't put 2 cam paths on the same tick though. The tick is where you're at, by the way. So you want to wait, hit resume, then you pause. Where's where cam path add. Also, when you're in this fly around mode, X to tilt the camera this way, Z to tilt the camera this way, arrow keys if you want to move up and down, plus and minus on the right side of the keyboard make you go faster, minus makes you go slower again, minus can make you go super slow, plus a little bit faster if you want to get those precise angles. F will make you go down, R will make you go up, F, R, XZ, XZ. W, of course, makes you go forward and all that, but arrow keys do that. WASD does this. Okay, so we want to do our next cam path. Did I already have us go? Don't know. Alright, so we're going to put our next cam path in right here. Okay, we're going to make it a little tilted. This looks really bad, but whatever, you get the point. And we're going to have it bring up for our final cam path. Alright, you can also do more than 4, you can do infinite amount, but I like it like this. We're going to cam path that. We're going to do one more to finish it out. We're going to have it be upside down, because why the fuck not? Oh yeah, your arrow, it'll move backwards from what you want it to do. It'll be inverted when you're upside down like this. So we're going to cam path that. I don't know if I just fucked that up, didn't I? Whatever. Resume. So let's say you want to have this cam path play for you, right? Hit escape. That'll get you out of the fly around mode like that. If I pause, see I can't move. Let's say you want to have this cam path play. You want to do merv underscore cam path enable space 1. Boom. And let's hit resume. And to have this cam path play, we know it's in the next round, so we want to go back around. And it should start playing for us at 1/4 speed. See? Here we go. Look at this. We go into the floor a little. We go into the wall a little. Ooh. Oh yeah. Yeah, I fucked that up. That's alright. I had a little bit of an override. Now let's say you want to be a little closer because it went into walls there. So merv, here's a little command for you. Merv underscore FOV. You make this like 50. Zooms us in a little bit. Merv underscore FOV 20. Big zoom in. What we're going to do is we're going to go back around again. And we're going to wait. Let's watch this in 20 FOV. Ooh, big O. That's actually nice. I'd use that in a video. I'd use that too. That's nice. No, it kind of fucks up there, but I'm gonna redo this. Ooh, that looks stupid. All right. And normal FOV is 90, and you can also make it really stretched, like 150. 150 if you want to make it look like this. Looks nice. Yeah, Quake. All right. So now that you know how to do a cam path, you know you can record it. You know pretty much the basics. There you go. Also, a little fun thing you can do when spectating someone. Let's say I want to resume CL_draw HUD 1. MXTT here, right? I'm gonna pause right there. So here's a little spectator command for you. merv_cam space offset space 0 0 0 0 0 0. Now this first 0, you can put a 1 in front of it, and you can see it moves our camera a little bit to the right, to the left I mean. If you make it negative, it'll move it the other side, and it just rotates the camera. Now let's turn that back to 0. Let's see what this one does. That one turns the camera down a little bit, but if I make it 20, it'll turn it down a lot. If I make it negative 20, I'm sure it'll turn the camera up. There we go. This is cool for recording third-person POVs. Ooh, this rotates the camera a little bit. Negative 10 rotates it the other way. I'm gonna make it negative 50. See what that's like. What about this? Oh, it brings the camera up. Negative 10 will bring the camera down. Give us a little ass shot, I'm sure. What's the next number do? Boom. You can kind of be creative with this. I'll put these in the description. You know, there's also timestamps in the description. Said that a little late. This brings us forward. If I do 20, it'll bring us back. If I do negative, it'll bring us back. Boom. And now if I hit resume, you can follow them around like this. This will be the default camera position. Now if I want to set it back to normal, I can go hit all these back to 0. You can also change, you don't have to be, it doesn't have to be by variables of 10. I'm just showing you by variable. It can be like 5. See? It can be like 5. It can be freaking 2. You know? But it's gonna be 0 now. Here's another fix for you. Alright. I'm gonna go first person. I'm gonna hit 1/4. Let's watch this frag real quick. Alright. Now, I had a glitch on this frag, alright? Where on this frag up over here, this little thing was glitching in and out of my game. I was like, what the hell? How do I fix that? So here's a little fix for all of you. r_disable static prop loading 1. It's on 0, put it on 1. Now, that may not be the fix. I don't know what the fix is, but maybe it's prop debug. Prop debug space 1. Put those commands in if you're having trouble. Those are little fix commands, alright? If you're having trouble with props coming in and out of you, alright? Now, I could teach you how to do gun POV, but that's just a video you should look up on your own. It's pretty easy. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna teach you how to record using HLAE now. Okay. So we're already ready. Just go back. We don't even need to be on a So let's say you still have a cam path on here. Okay. merv_cam path enable 1 0 if you just want to have it stop playing, or if you want to redo a cam path, what you can do is merv_cam path clear. There you go. Cam path is gone. Alright. Now, how do we record using HLAE? Let's say you record with shadow play or whatever the hell, and it doesn't look too great. You render it out, it doesn't look too great. You want to get better at, you want to get high FPS, high recording power, alright? I'm going to teach you how to do that now, okay? Here's what you want to do. First, these babies. These babies gotta go in. Boom. Kaboom. Put those babies in. Mervin Orchard Streams preview raw. Mervin Orchard Streams add baseFx raw. Boom. Get those in there, alright? Now, make sure cheats is on. Make sure you already put in SV_cheats1. I'll do it again, just for you. Boom. Now, what you're going to want to do, this is the fun part. This whole line of commands here. SV_cheats is in there, but make sure you put it in before you do this because sometimes it won't work. And what this will do, you put that in there, it will record for you. Now, here's the problem. You'll see this little bit. This little bit is important. This is a path to a folder right here. All right, you're gonna want to replace this with whatever you want. Make sure how to find a folder path for you. I'll teach you that real quick. Let's say you want it to go to your desktop. All right, you just do this and you copy it. Does that work? No, it does not. Awesome. Let's go to C then. This PC, C, temp. Yeah, okay, so that should work. If you want to record it, have it go, replace it with just whatever the hell you want, where you want it to record, alright? Replace it with the, I don't know what to call, what do you call this again? The program path, or the path to the file path. You replace it with that, alright? So don't put in the same one I put in because it's going to be different for you. This is my videos folder on my computer, okay? So, that's what you want to do. You want to put in this command line, and there you go. You'll notice when you hit resume, your game will be running super slowly. That's because you put in host_frame rate 400. Now, you can change the frame rate to whatever frame you want to record at. You record at 300. You record at 200. It won't look good. I haven't tried 300 or 200. What I've tried is 600. I've also tried 800. 800 looks good. 600 looks good. You can try 500. It's up to you, really. I record at 600. Alright. So now, your game's playing, right? When do you want to record? That's the question. What you're going to want to do is there's this command right here. Mervin's for streams record start and record end. So you're gonna wait. We can actually remove this to 0. Boom. Post_frame frame rate 0 makes your game play normally. Now we're gonna go back to 600. We're playing slowly, right? So now we're gonna take our command when we want to start the recording. This is very important. These files will be huge on your computer, by the way. The more your frame rate is, the higher these files will take up so much space. Make sure you have space before you do this. All right. So when do we want our recording to start? We're gonna wait, we're watching. Let's say we want to start right when he hits the door. So we're recording at 600 frames a second. We're taking a fuck ton of screenshots right now. Alright? And it'll be going to the file that, okay. So let's say we're done here. We're done right there. That's the end of our frag. Record, end. There you go. Starts playing normally. Your recording is finished. That's how you record with HLAE. And how do you use that recording? I'll show you. Press escape. Yes. Quit. Now, you'll notice. Don't save. You'll notice the recording that you made in my Counter-Strike folder here is take000, right? You'll open it, you'll be like, where's the video file? What is this? How do I even use this? This doesn't make any sense to me. This is stupid. I'll show you. Alright, next thing you need to download if you want to record like this. It's called a virtual dub. You look up virtual dub download on Google. Pretty simple. Downloads virtualdub.org. See this? Virtual dub at SourceForge. Hit that. And there you go, right there. It should be literally right there. If you use 64-bit, use this. Use 32-bit. I should have downloaded this one. I realize I made a mistake in hindsight. That's whatever. You download this. It'll be the same deal as you did with HLAE. Make a little folder for it. Extract it. Here's what it looks like. You drag it in here. Extract it. All these files right here. Also, next thing you're going to need to download. Before you even do that, Logos Video Codec. Hit that. An installer for 6032 and hit that. I'm actually going to show you how to do this real quick. So you just hit this, open it, yes, and next, and then you install it, okay? You should know how to install something off of this, alright? Make sure the setup is not complete. You want to exit, yes, okay. So make sure you install this, and make sure you install this. Now, you go to VDub after you've installed the codec, right? You go to VDub, and you want to find the application. Open the application, go File, open your video file. Now, you gotta go to find where you put it, where you put the video in the first place. Videos, Counter-Strike, here it is, take, raw, open it, and you click on the first one, the 0000, and you click open, and it will open up your whole recording. Now, let's say you want to take the audio that you recorded from this. You go audio, audio from other file. It'll open you back to where you were. You go back to take 0. Here's the audio file. You open that. Now, before you render this, first what you want to do, compression. Here's the lossless codec. You just click on that and you hit OK. Now, this is very important. Go video, frame rate. What frame rate did you record at? I recorded at 600, so I'm going to do 600. Boom. Now, next, file. Save as AVI. Where am I putting this? Let's put this on my desktop. This will be a huge video file, by the way. So we can name it Sly Hops. Alright. Save that. Boom. This will be super, that's the whole audio recording, and now this is the video being recorded. I'll do it at highest because I want it to go fast. There you go. It's finished. Now what you can do is go videos, right? Go to your files here. Take, you don't need that anymore. Boom. Recycle bin. Delete this shit. There we go. Boom. Just for you. Close this. Don't need that open. Don't need that open. There's my Sly Hops, alright? So, let's open Vegas. Show you how to do this. File. New. Alright. So we drag that in there, okay? Hit no on that. So here's the thing. If you didn't hit no on that, or if you, let's actually redo this. No. Let's drag this in. Let's hit yes. What this will do is we'll make our project right here, our preview, 600 frames a second. And it will make editing extremely fucking impossible, because look at all these fucking frames you go by. So, let's say, what are you rendering in? Ask yourself, if I'm rendering in 30 FPS, I want to change the frame rate to 30. There we go. If I'm rendering in 24 frames per second, 24, 60, 60. There we go, hit apply. Now you're editing in what you're rendering in. And this is you can edit it like this, except it'll be super hard to realize what's happening, because it was recorded at 600 frames per second, and you're trying to edit it down to 60 right here, alright? Another thing you can do, properties, disable resample, maintain aspect ratio. There you go, looks clean, doesn't it? Looks nice. If you want to add a blur, you can do force resample. Boom. Now it looks all blurry. Motion blur. There you go. Now, let's say you want to edit this a little easier and you don't want it to, feel hard to edit in here. However, I recommend editing like this. But let's say you want to edit it simpler, and you want to make it easier for yourself to edit. So you do render as here. All right. You just take it without any editing or any sound underneath it. You just render it out. All right. Now you want to customize your template here. And what are you rendering at? This is for the finished render. I usually render it at 24 FPS, but you want to render it out in 60. So you take your render here, you hit OK, and you hit render. You render it out at 60 FPS. Bada bing. And this is me rendering with resample on, by the way. So this will keep the resample going. So let's say you want what is it? Motion blur. You want motion blur. This is how you'd edit it if you want motion blur really bad. But you also don't want to edit it at the whole 600 frame thing that you did, or 500, whatever the hell you want to do. And you also want to get rid of that huge video file on your desktop. This also condenses it down so you don't have these huge video files. This is for those space enthusiasts here that don't want to take up too much space. So, you rendered it out. Boom. Keep this open. You can delete this. You can delete this from the project file. Delete files. Get rid of it. There you go. It's off my desktop. It's gone forever. Now we go documents, wherever your render folder is. All right. Go find it. Here it is. Of course, you can drag it into a folder or something. Always base project. No. We don't want to do that. Here we go. Now it's all rendered out, and it's at 60 FPS rather than the shitty one before. And if you are using motion blur, you want to disable resample and disable that. Boom. It'll look good with a little bit of motion blur. There we go. So that's how you record and render using HLAE, and that's how you get all the little settings and stuff. I'll put all the settings in the description. I'll put timestamps in the description. How long did this take? Took pretty long. If you have any questions, I'll answer them in the comments. No joke. See you later.